Sometimes, technology, you work with it and you're like, are we really going right now? You never know. Anyways, good morning, good morning, good morning. We are so glad to have you here. Thank you for joining us here as we come together in celebration of this amazing thing that we call the indwelling Christ. And what that means to unity is that we believe at unity, which is a little bit different than other people and other places and other thought processes, if you will, is that each and every one of us has within us this thing called the indwelling Christ. In other words, we don't believe that there was only one person that could actually pull that off. We believe that all of us have that within ourselves, that if we decide to slow down enough and we decide to listen to it and we actually do what it nudges us to do, because our belief is that at all times that we are being nudged, we are being pushed by Spirit, if you will, towards going in a different direction. In other words, our soul is really saying, pay attention. Pay attention. And we also believe that that little voice, that inner voice, is a little bit different for each and every one of us. In other words, the way that it's going to guide you, the way that it's going to direct you, is going to be different than the way it guides and directs me. And certainly, if you look at my life, or you look at Bill's life, or you look at Jerry's life, or you look at Joan's life, what you will see is they're very different. And that's the thing that makes Spirit, in my opinion, so beautiful, so magical, so amazing, is the variety, is the difference. In other words, we embrace, unity embraces diversity. We do. We need all of you, each and every one of you. We need you. You are a beautiful reflection of the divine. Yes, you were created as a reflection of the divine. And because of that, you are needed badly. Now, each of us has our own role in terms of this process, in terms of what's needed. And do you know what you need to be doing? You. Powerfully, simply, amazing, you. That's all you have to do. That's it. Why? Because of who and what you are. You're a reflection of the divine. In and of itself, that is enough to change the entire course, and I literally mean that, of where humanity is going. A lot of us get caught up in what's going on lately. I'm not sure, but there may be something happening on Tuesday that's going to change some things, and I'm sure some people are going to be really happy and some people are going to be really sad. In fact, I'm convinced of it. But you know what? Here's the truth of what I feel inside of myself. It's not that I don't care, because what I know, as long as I stay focused on this, as long as we, and this is what I'm going to encourage everybody to, stay focused on this, regardless of what's going on out there, and we focus on this, and we focus on this not only in ourselves, but on each other. So in other words, we focus on the things that bring us together. That's what's going to change what's going on here. That's the thing that's going to make the difference. And that's why, I get it. It's hard not to get sucked up into all the stuff that's going on right now. I'm not blinded by everything that's going on right now. I'm not blinded by everything that's being said right now. I'm very well aware of what's going on right now. But it doesn't matter to me as I continue to grow into my own divinity, and I'm all of a sudden realizing when I think about it, it's like, yeah, but as long as I stay inside of here and stay connected to what's inside of me, and I continue to go back again and again and again and again and drink from that well that's within inside of me, I am filled. And I get filled. And then all of a sudden, the stuff that's going on out there isn't quite as important. Now, does that mean I become a zombie? Does that mean I become numb to life and the troubles and the trials and the tribulations that people are going through? Of course not. I'm a human being, just like everybody else is. Does that mean that occasionally I don't stumble? A lot. Yes, I do. But the more I study this and the more that I go deeper and deeper and deeper into my own healing, into my own work, into my own exploration, and really find out what's going on inside of my head, more importantly, what's going on inside of my heart, then all of a sudden I notice that I become more loving and accepting of everything that shows up. Everything. So I can look at situations where people might go, oh my God. And I could just go, yeah, God's there. Or I can look at different things that are happening in people's lives, because I talk to a lot of you, and some people are going through some really hard times right now. And my heart goes out to you. I'm really, 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 from the bottom of my heart, I'm very sorry for those of you that are struggling right now. But I'm able to do it because I'm able to sit and ground myself and understand the best thing that I can do in this moment, whether it's on an individual basis or it's a collective basis or somebody comes to me, the best thing that I can do is what? Love them. Love them. That's the best thing I can do. And when I can look at situations and instead of getting sucked into the trauma and the drama around it, and I can just sit there and be a pure reflection of the divine, that is where the power is. And that's why I let this stuff go. And I just sit back. This is when Jesus said, be in the world but not of it. What does that specifically mean? It means, here I am, I'm Mike, hanging out being Mike. That means I'm paying the bills, I'm going to school, I'm doing this kind of stuff, I'm doing all the things that I'm doing, but I'm just not getting sucked into what everybody else is telling me I should be getting sucked into. I'm not going to allow myself to do that. Why? Because what I have found out matters to me more than anything is my energy. And you know what I notice? When I start paying a lot of attention to what other people think and what everybody else is telling me to pay attention to, and it doesn't make me happy, I get sad. I get sad. And my energy winds up going from whoop up there, and it winds up coming down here. And so what I've done, in a sense, in my own healing journey is I've made my energy the highest priority that I possibly can. And when I start doing that and paying attention to it, I can walk around and be at a really high level of energy as long as I don't get sucked into some trauma or drama or story or somebody's telling me pay attention to this because, my God, if you do, look what's going to happen if. Stop it. For me, personally, why? Because I know what my energy is going to do if I get sucked into it, and I don't want to get sucked into it. Why? Because I care about my energy, and I really like hanging out up here. I really, really, really like hanging out up here. And that's what unity does. Unity teaches you that that can happen. That if you apply some principles from unity, some basic spiritual tools, that you can do that in your life and you can make a difference. Not based on not based on what I'm saying, but actually what I'm being. There's a big difference between those. So I pay more attention to how I'm being than what I'm doing. Way more. That's more important to me than anything. And that shift, for me, has made all the difference in the world. So, we're really glad you came here this morning. We're glad you're here. We believe that when we come together as a family, that we can make this space as magical or as powerful as we want it to be. And so, I just want you to think, as you're sitting here today, what kind of spiritual soup do we want to make here today? Do we want to make it fun? Do we want to make it miraculous? Do we need a healing? Do we want some transformation? Do we want to send some energy to somebody or some place or something that's going on? What do we want to experience as a collective here? And I just want to tell you, your thoughts and your opinion matter. So what you put into this collective energy is going to impact what happens here this morning. This isn't about Mike. It's not. It's about us. It's about unity consciousness. We do this together as a family. And so just remember that. Having said that, thank you for coming here this morning. We are super glad that you're here.
Hey, it's Reverend Mike here. I just wanted to stop for a moment before you get on with your day, and thank you so much for spending time with us this morning. It means the world to us, and I just wanted to let you know if there's anything that we can do to make your experience even better, please do not hesitate to reach out by going to our website. I also wanted to offer you the opportunity for us to get together and sit down so I could get to know you a little bit better and answer any questions that you have. I can either do that by either getting together in person, have a cup of coffee, or we can meet online via Zoom. If you're interested, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can reach me at michael@courage2thrive.com. And lastly, if you find these messages are helping you, we would be tremendously grateful if you'd consider donating to the center. The best and the easiest way to do that is simple. Just go to our website. Again, thank you so much. Hope you have a great day. Hope you're doing well. God bless, and we hope to see you soon. Bye-bye now.